What's up guys, so welcome back into another video. So today we're creating this simple flyer design. So what you just need to do is to put in your ratios, and then you are just going to import the background that we're going to be using for this flyer design. So it's just going to be a very simple flyer, a really catchy one. So I actually got this background online, and you are just going to be like doing some adjustment on it. So what you're going to do right now is just to position everything using the relative positioning tool, and then lock the layer as you can see right now. Then you are just going to name it day 90. So welcome to day 90 of today guys. Then I'm just going to save this image as you can see. So I'll just do it again, and then it should work for me. So what you're going to do is just to click good, and then adjust it a bit. So you just need to adjust it, increase it, and position it well. So we need it to actually come out very well, because we're going to be putting another person by the side of her to make it more catchy. So after that, just using the eraser tool to erase up the layers as you can see. Then I'm just going to click on good, and then I will just try to like position it again. So I'm just trying to find the best way to mount the woman on the background so it can come out well. I just position it again, like I need it to be like she's actually covered with the background, not to actually erase it to reach her hand. Then you can just like keep it good. So I'll just put in the relative positioning as you can see, then position it there, take a bit up, then I can just like using another relative to see how the positioning is. So we're just going to import this guy. I think I should use this, but let me just check if it works. So if it doesn't work, we'll be using another person. So yeah, I'm just trying to like find out everything you need to just like put in the design well, because I need it to actually come out perfectly. So I think that that image did not work, so let me try this other image. So for you to actually get these images like this, you can just use in the link in my description box to actually get in my Telegram channel and get resources for yourself. So I drop all resources there if you're interested. So I think this image actually came out fair, because I'm looking for a little positioning that can actually face to the right. So I think everything is good. Now I'm going to create a shadow at the back of it, then use the color picker to pick out the tools of the background. I just need to take it to the back of the man and the woman so it can come out well. Then I just need to like put again another layer by duplicating it of the shadow. Then I just need to trim up these guys, and then I can just like write in my text. So I'm not going to put in the evening center and the event center, sorry. Then I'm going to look for a very nice font to actually use for it, and then add in some shadows, but I cannot do the adjustment like this. Then you're just going to look for a way to make everything come out well, because of the shyness and the brightness of the background, so the text can actually come out well. It's very good for you to actually do that. Then I'm just going to put in the location. You can see the location right now. I'll just going to put it there. I'll be using some purpose font for it, or any other light font, but I think it's good. So if you need the font pack, it's down there in my description box. Make sure to check my channel and see how it works. So I'll just increase the relative positioning again and try to give the spacing a bit wider, and then I can just like import this kind of bond paper that we're going to use for the text. So I actually prefer the bond paper because we're actually talking about the fire background. We need it to actually come out well, so the bond text is actually very good. So for this kind of design, you're going to need the Adobe Lightroom, in which I'm going to be using. So I just somehow like how the bond paper is by the side. Just going to put the names of everybody first. So I can also put in the puppies for the font, but I can use any other sharp font, because I'm just using puppies because it's just a simple font, but I would prefer a much finer font if I'm going to be using it for a professional level. So but I think this is good, because I just giving how to tell the story and the names of everything. So any other details you're going to add, then you can just be able to add it. So I hope you guys are actually following up in this video. So if you're new to this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video and share this video, and then let's proceed right now. So there are a lot of things we're going to be doing also by adding in the shadows and the prayer text, and then let it come out well. So we're also going to be using this perspective tool as you can see right now. So adjust all the layers around it. So we still have like 2 more minutes to go, and then let me just try to round up the design very quickly. Then I can just like using the perspective tool again on it, as you can see right now. So I think this is good, and this is something you can just be able to try out if you're using or you're designing for a church level. So you can see how it is, guys. So I'm not going to put in the stretch text, which is prayer stretch. I just take it to the back because I need them to kind of be like an arrow text, and then the text also should just be mounted at the back of them that yes, this is actually something going on. Then there's something I'm going to do, which I'm actually going to define the laws around this design industry, is that I'm going to put in the 10 hour, but I'm not going to make it that visible. I'll be using another font that's entirely different. That is what they call you're trying to like add in the font over there. And if you notice, I'm not actually doing that because I'm actually getting the color from that guy, but not the same color. I think I did it in my last video. I actually use a different color. That was for the hairstylist something. I actually use a different color that's not related, which was red. To actually match just because their wigs were there. So they're trying to like fit in the colors. So if you discover right now that 10 hours color, that blue color is totally entirely different. But if you look at it right now, you discover that oh, it's actually matching with the person in there because of the blue suit. But if you want to use any other color, you are free to. You can use red, but red will not actually come out well, or even black will not actually come out well. That's why I'm actually because of that fire background. So without much talk, if you better find the video, make sure that subscribe button, like this video, and share this video. So I'm not going to duplicate the layer again, and I need that fire text to just be at the back of them, mounted over there, and you can see how amazing it is, guys. So I will see you in my next video. Make sure you join my Telegram community and get the research for yourself. Bye for now, and I see you in my next video.